All right, good morning, everyone. We are going to finish the bedroom in here. You can see I swapped out the spring for some sunflowers, which are a little bit more summer, but still spring. Still spring. We still have our cute little, those hyacinths? I don't know. We've got little things to tidy up still. Hi, good morning. I don't even have my makeup on today. We got to finish the laundry. I did a morning tidy in here already, so this is, for me, this is done today. I'm not really gonna spend too much time in here today. Trash has to go out today. This has already been done. I started a puzzle. You guys like my puzzle? How cute is this? Making some progress there. Super cute. And hi, Bruno. Oh, he's kind of been sticking close to me this morning. We are tackling this today. This is the room, as you know. This is my problem area all the time. I am in this room the most. It's where I prep, plan. It's where everything goes down. It's where everything goes down. So I want to kind of overhaul. You can see I've already started here. We got some new vacuum seal bags. Hi, honey buns. Hi. And so I want to really rein this in. It's just a disaster. I think I'm going to call in some reinforcements to help me decide what I need to resell on my Poshmark. Same in here. There's a ton of items. What's happening? What do we want? Do you want attention today? Hi. Oh, he thinks my bunny. Oh, he thinks the bunny phone cover, because I have a cute spring bunny phone cover on here. He thinks it's a toy. He's always trying to eat it. Do you want to go outside? Come on, let's go outside. Do you want to go outside? No? Yes? Outside? Want to go outside? I don't know what he wants. Okay, thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, I need to call in some reinforcements to get some help so we can figure out what's going on the Poshmark for this next season for spring. Spring and summer, I've got so many dresses I need to get through. Okay, this has been coming together. It's actually done in here, but I haven't been in the recording studio, unfortunately. We've been working on the audiobook for book 2 of the series. We're reconfiguring this slowly but surely, but it's a disaster. I need to clean this up. And this looks really bad, but I promise it's not as bad as it looks. Okay, let's get started. All right, today is a full-on deep clean, declutter, reset everything kind of day, and we've got a lot to get into. We're going to start in the dressing room, moving through the bedroom, the office, then heading outside for a chicken workout dojo refresh, much needed, front yard project, landscaping, and of course, pulling the kitchen back together somewhere along the way. Yeah. If you're new here, welcome. And if you enjoy homemaking, relife, resets, and figuring out as we go, you're in the right place. And if you're coming back, I am so glad you're here and love you guys so much. All right, let's get started. There's something about the hum of the washer and the dryer that just instantly shifts the energy in the house, like a quiet little signal that the day is in motion. It's steady, it's productive, and weirdly kind of calming. And once I hear that going, it feels a lot easier to just start. All right, so that first segment is pretty much what my morning tidy looks like. A little kitchen, a little living room, a little laundry, a little bedroom. Um, just about 20, maybe 30 minutes. I don't try to do all the laundry all in one take. I just try to do one little chompable munch at a time to reset spaces and honestly reset my brain. It's not about getting everything perfect, friends. It's just enough to clear the noise so that I can actually focus on the bigger projects I've been wanting to get into. And today, that brings us here into the office extension. I guess you could still call it the office. I'm not sure. If you remember, I moved the desk out of the main office space because I really wanted the room to function more of a studio and less like a traditional office since my business is not traditional. And let me tell you, you don't realize how much space you need for filming until you don't have it. So moving the desk just outside, kind of sharing space with the recording setup, has actually been working really well. It's not perfect yet. I'm still figuring out a routine where I sit down every morning and map out my day. We're working on that, slowly and actually probably a bit too casually. No pressure. But for now, we are making progress and we can be excited about that. Progress is always good. So today I just wanted to freshen things up a bit. I need to touch up the paint where we took some of the things down, bring the dry erase board in here, and eventually I'd love to add a shelf situation to clear off some of this surface space. It's one of those, it's not done, but it's getting better kind of areas. And then from here, we're going to mess around in that little bit recording space in a little bit. But before we get to that, I want to head into the dressing room here and keep the momentum going. But I'm curious about you. What helps you get your day started? Are you a list person? Do you map everything out? Or are you more like me where you kind of have a plan, but also go with the flow? Because I'll be honest, I'm very intuitive with how I work. It probably looks a little chaotic from the outside, but I promise there is a method in there somewhere. So if you're like that too, let me know in the comments. I need to know I'm not alone in this. And if you found something that really helps you stay on track, please share it. I'm always looking for new ideas. So let's get into this dressing room. I want to move all the seasonal wintry things out. It is just way hot during the day already. I mean, it already feels like summer where I'm at. What is the weather like where you're at? It's like, it's really nice to get outdoors in the morning. I really kind of try to get my bum out there and enjoy the brisk mornings, but goodness gracious, by noon it is sweltering. All right, welcome to my very cozy recording studio. And yes, that is a polite way of saying we are working with a very, very small space. But honestly, friends, I am okay with it. I've learned you don't need a massive, fancy setup to create. You just need a space that works for you. And sometimes that means getting a little creative, moving things around, and being really honest about what actually needs to stay and what can go. This is the toughest part. I mean, for me, it is anyway. So today we're just making a few adjustments, getting the guitars up in their new little homes, clearing the floor a bit, and making the space feel a little more functional. Um, because when your space flows better, everything else kind of follows. And I don't know, there's just something a little electrifying. Get it? Get it? I'm being punny about getting a music space back in order. I'm sorry. I had to do it. You guys, I love puns. I know, lowest form of comedy, but I had to do it. It's not perfect. It's definitely a work in progress, but it's mine and it does exactly what I need it to do. And right now, that is more than enough. Okay, so while the charging block, the battery for the drill is charging because it died while I was trying to wrap up the recording studio area, we're going to switch gears, and I don't want to spend a lot of time in here because I want to kind of get to the pavers out front because we made a Home Depot trip this week, and I kind of, while it's nice and cool out this morning, I want to get it all knocked out. So without further ado, I just want to get moving on this. I don't even know where I want to start, to be honest. Okay, this food is not good. It's not. I don't remember what it was, but I think it's when this was before we committed to only organic feed, and this messes up their other stuff. So I want to dump that out. And now we have too many of these. I don't get it. All right. I'm gonna organize this. Okay, so this is the downside to leaving it in the pan. I left it way too long. See that? So that's wet. The brush is fine, but watch, this is stuck. So this has actually never happened to me before. I could usually keep it in this for weeks. Oh my goodness, that was really stuck. Okay, well that set me back. Lesson learned. I also had a chicken lay an egg on here last week too, so. All right, let's just address the paint situation for a second, because what even was that? I have never had paint dry out on me like that before, so clearly the universe said, ma'am, it's time to upgrade your supplies. So adding that to the Home Depot list, along with those little paint liners, because we are not doing this again. Because I will not stop leaving paint in a can while I'm mid stride. It's just something I've literally done that for decades. Like, I am a paint expert. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. But honestly, even with the chaos, it feels really good to be back in here. This is one of those spaces I tend to put off sometimes, but lately I've been getting back into a solid routine, especially with workouts, and it's starting to feel normal again in the best way. I don't know what it was about those last couple months, but everything just felt a little off. And now it's like things are finally clicking back into place, slowly but surely. Winter energy versus spring energy, I imagine. But I've also realized it's not really about doing everything perfectly, it's about the rhythm you create for yourself. Like those little routines. They're not boring. They're actually the thing that gives you freedom. So that's it. That's about as far as we're going to get today in here. It's refreshed, reset. Oh, gosh, I love resetting this space, even though I resist it the most. Because tomorrow morning when I come in to work out, it will feel clean. And tomorrow I'll probably even wipe stuff down. Actually, let's put this back. There we go. That's better. Hold on. Okay. All right, yeah, that's much better. It is what it is. There's still a couple little things I need to do, but I'm gonna pin it here. The paint's gonna have to be another day. But the curtains are up. Those are cute. Those needed to be refreshed. So that's where we're at in here. The girls will be happy. All right. So my friends, if you're joining me from the writing channel, where we do our writing and productivity live streams. We have moved them from this channel. We used to do them over here. But y'all thought I was joking. I 100% committed to repainting these electric box. I don't know if this is electric or a gas poles. I don't know what these are. Anywho, I said I was going to paint them, and I'm painting them. I am not joking. So, but these are the things that help you show up for your life, right? Like your goals, your home, all of it, all of it. And if you're in a season where things feel a little scattered or hard to start, just start small. Like this, what is this, a gas line? I don't know what these pipes are. Um, Electrical box, pipe. No, I have an electrical box to the right, but the pipes, oh my gosh, I digress. I can't talk now. Anyway, point is, just start small. Like, pick one thing, one space, and one habit, one small habit. Because the way you talk to yourself, my goodness, friends, I cannot talk this morning. I apologize. The way you talk to yourself while you're doing it, that's the real game changer. And I wanted to get back to this so I could remind us all that if we tell ourselves we can't do this, you're going to prove yourself right. But if you start telling yourself, you know what? I can figure this out, even if it's messy, even if it's slow, clunky, what have you, you'll prove that right too. And around here, we're going to choose a second option. So whether you're resetting a room, your routine, or just your mindset a little bit today, you've got this. Truly. Now, let's keep going before the chickens file a formal complaint.
You can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
The kitchen greets me like a plot twist, I didn't approve. But here we are. Somehow it went from quick tidy moment earlier to how did we get here? What are all these surfaces doing all at one time? But honestly, I don't mind it because out front the landscaping is slowly starting to look like a real idea instead of a hopeful sketch or daydream. It's not fast, it's not flashy, but it's steady. And steady is its own kind of magic. And I think that's something worth sitting with for a second. I don't have a huge budget for projects like this, so I've had to learn the art of working within limits, financial, physical, all of it. But limitations don't cancel motivation. If anything, they sharpen it. They force creativity to wake up and start problem solving. Resourcefulness is kind of like my main character trait at this point. If there's a way through something, I will usually find it. Not because everything is easy, but because giving up early has never really been my style anyway. And I think we all underestimate how many excuses we can build if we let ourselves. It's almost impressive, really. The human mind can generate a whole committee of reasons not to do the thing. So instead, I try to just move, even if it's imperfect, messy. The kitchen has clearly been hosting some kind of invisible gremlin convention while I was outside, even when that happens. And speaking of this kitchen situation, I'm stepping back into the disaster zone here. Visual clutter hits me hard. It's like my brain starts buffering and I can feel my energy scatter. So I'm going to reset it, not perfectly, just enough to bring the calm back into the room. And while I'm here, there's a little domino effect of real life happening. That loaf of bread is officially entering its transformation era. We don't really eat this kind of bread, and yet it keeps appearing like it's part of the household ecosystem. So I'm going to turn it into monkey bread and give it a second life instead of letting it linger in limbo. I don't have a recipe for monkey bread. It's just, I will try to find one and put it in the description for you guys if you want to try and make this. It's usually a sweet bread, but there are other versions of it. Um, and then there's a little reset sequence here. I want to make some bacon bits, a salad, an artichoke situation, clearing out the fridge like I'm closing tabs in my brain. Whatever needs to be used up gets used up. Some of it's going to go to the chickens because they are basically tiny feathered vacuum cleaners with opinions. The dog gets his dinner sorted with beef and rice because, of course, he deserves his own little chef moment too. It's all just part of the end of the day rhythm. Feed everyone, reset the space, clear the mental clutter along with the physical clutter, and then shift into something softer. Because after this, I'm claiming a bath, and then I'm going to end the night with a puzzle. Quiet, unhurried, no urgency attached. I'll show it at the end, just a little glimpse of calm to close everything out. And that's really the goal here. Not perfection, just a house that feels like it can exhale with me.